In this video, I want to show you an app that's going to save you a ton of time. I use this app every single day when I'm writing emails or when I'm designing or developing, and I just need to pull in a large section of text or something that I reuse all the time, and it saves me a ton of keystrokes and stuff that would normally, waste a lot of time. So let's jump into the app here, and so if I go to my desktop, the app is called TextExpander. So I'm going to open this up. Let's open TextExpander, and what it lets you do is it lets you create a whole lot of different shortcuts. So I use this for everything. Like if you need to create hex code value, or you need to create an email template for someone, you can do that with this. So I'm going to show you how this works by just opening up TextEdit, and it works in every single app. If you're in a browser, if you're on if you're in a Word document, in a Keynote, anything like that. So let me make this really big. And you just slowly memorize these things over time. So if I wanted to insert this, this is brand colors. Let's go into there's a certain shade of blue that we use for our brand, for Novo. So if I just type Novo and then blue, that text gets changed into the hex code for that. So you know how you always have to go and dig through it, find that brand, find out exactly where that hex code is. This lets you just jump to it when you're in design software or whatever, and you need to get that color. You can just pull it right in. I have something else called a Novo Feedback, or I think it's a Novo Review. And so what it does is it pops up a little window. Now this may be a little small, but it's a template builder where it says, hey, had a quick favor to ask. As we've successfully wrapped up your project for, and I just say your new website, I'd love to get a quick review from you. Here's the link, and it says, hopefully this won't take more than 2 or 3 minutes. Appreciate the help. And I click OK, and it just inserts that entire email template into into Mail or to whatever app that I have where I want to send this. So I could drop this into a Facebook message. I could really do this anywhere. I could essentially put this in an email, Facebook template, anywhere you want, but it doesn't mean you have to rewrite this over and over again. So let me jump back into the app here. Let's try a few more that I use all the time. Let's see. And you can see I didn't start one day with all of these. I've been building these shortcuts up for a very long time. So when you get the app, and by the way, this app, I think it is paid. There's a free version, but I think it's paid. I think it's $3-4 a day, $3-4 a month that we pay for this. And you can actually go to statistics here, and I know this may be small on your screen, but it shows you how many characters saved and how many times I've used this. I don't know what this is in the last year, but this is in the last this is just this year, in the last 30 days. I've used this 3,100 times in the last 30 days. That's pretty crazy. And it tells you how many hours of typing I've saved. 9 hours of typing that I've saved just by copying and pasting these things in. And so a couple other ones you could use, I use this for Calendly. You know how you always have Calendly links? If I hit CAL and then I just type a number, like a 15-minute meeting or a 30-minute meeting or a 60-minute, I type 15 and it pastes that. If I go Cal 30, it does that. If I go Cal 60, it drops that in. So if I'm in an email and I'm trying to get a client to schedule a meeting, I don't have to go look up my Calendly link or have a sticky and try to remember what it was. I'm saying, hey, schedule a quick meeting. I put Cal and then the number of how long I want the meeting to be, and it just drops in that Calendly link, and I've automated the whole piece of my business. So it's just really cool. You can save a ton of time and effort by doing this. I highly recommend installing this, and just slowly over time, the things that you have to write over and over again, just slowly build these up. I was going to show you how to make a new template. So I'm going to hit new snippet here. I'm going to say here is my templated email. And you can set this up to be either a plain text or even formatted. So if you want to go in here and say hello, and then you can put client there, it was great meeting with you today. And then you could write a bunch of stuff here's what we need from you. And then I'll put a bullet list, you can design this on any other app and then just bring that in. So I may say this thing, that thing, this other thing. And we could make those, bullets or whatever. Just doing a very quick example. And you could format this, make it look pretty, like, let's, schedule our next call, and I'll be like Cal 30s. I'll bring in this one. And then I'll be like, talk soon, Bruce. And then so what I want to call this is like, client follow-up. And the abbreviation, I'm going to use that as the abbreviation. So it's characters that typically don't go together, like client, follow-up, all one word. And now I can go over to any text document, go client, follow-up, and it just builds that little like template for me. So I hope that's helpful. I hope that is useful to you. I think it works for every single business. If you're a business owner, you're all about efficiency and automation. So I would highly recommend that you check out TextExpander and give it a try. I think it works for Mac and PC. So enjoy.